Oh my god, I'm so happy we're at the last basketball game for the NES, and it's Ultimate Basketball for the NES. Anyway, it's Brian and Jim from DrinkABeerandPlayAGame, so let's get this over with.
Originally released in 1990, this came out for the NES and just the NES. Like a lot of the other games, it was developed by Acom and published by American Sammy. Not a lot to say here, it's the last one, let's just do it.
Wow, I was actually surprised just reviewing our scores we gave for the graphics. There is actually a lot here, and the motion is pretty fast. You don't get as much flickering as in some of the other games, and there's just a nice, decent amount of color. Everything looks like what it's supposed to. You have some minor differences between the sprites, but the thing that we really enjoyed the most is, this game is fucking cutscene happy. This is what we were expecting from Tecmo, and we didn't get. But man, there's just a whole bunch of different cutscenes, which helps break up the monotony of the whole game itself. So, as you see, we both gave it 6s. It is definitely above average, and it's not bad at all. I'm only going to add one beer just for the pure fact that almost everyone has the same goddamn haircut. Man!
The sound. Probably one of the categories where me and Brian differ the most. Really over all these basketball games. I actually found the music in the game to be pretty good. Both in the menus, the select screens, and in-game itself. In-game, it's actually pretty well constructed and goes on for a long time, but the overall sound's just really overpowering. And honestly, the music would have been better in more of an action-type title. For a basketball game, it really doesn't seem like it fits. Brian, on the other hand, he just really hated the music.
It was too goddamn jarring!
There you go. Anyway, the sound effects. Very minimal, very overpowered, just ugh. Once again, it was just jarring, but not in that pleasant kind of way the music was, at least for me.
Said that.
Oh, I hate them. Anyway, I gave it a 6. Brian gave it a 4. I'm gonna add 2 beers for our 2-point difference.
We finally hit the worst controlling basketball game. And boy, oh boy, is this one such a fucking joke. From the passing off the sideline, which, look at this. Me and Jim decided, you know what, we're gonna play this game, us two on the same team going against a computer. Watch this joke of a loop. The computer continuously steals it because the ball is not going anywhere where I tell it. And then when you're playing by yourself with the computers, good fucking luck actually getting it to one of your players. It'll usually go off court, I'd say 80% of the time. After that, you have the shooting, which, from a distance, I'd say you make a quarter of the time, if that. And then we come to the beautiful cutscene of the dunk. We could not figure out for the life of us how to do it. We tried holding in B and releasing it. We tried holding in A and releasing it. We tried up, down, left, right, every goddamn combination you can imagine. Hell, we even put in the contra code. Nothing worked. And no, we were not willing to go online to try and look up a mechanic that should be as simple as just one fucking button. So, it annoyed the shit out of us, and as you can see, we both gave it 3s. Jim, by the end of it, actually got the passing down fairly well, and then we just reverted to always shooting from a distance. And you can see, our scores at the end were still pretty low. I'm adding 3 beers for that goddamn control.
Ooh, the gameplay. You get 7 different teams. Fine, whatever. They're all made up and have made up characters. Great. The computer AI. Oh my god. This is without a doubt one of the hardest computer AIs we've ever experienced. We were going against them on easy and we couldn't do anything. We were losing by like 30-0 in the first before we quit. It was just something out of this world. They were making all the shots, they were stealing everything. It was insane. The control does not help. It's some of the worst control we've ever had. It's by far the worst for a basketball game. Couldn't even inbound the friggin' ball. Ever. Dunking? Good luck. Impossible. Wow. I just can't believe it. The only thing that really worked were just standard field goals. 3s never went in. Dunks, nope. You know, if you took a 2-point shot from anywhere within the paint, it would kind of work. So, at least for me. Yeah, I guess I should say you get a 1-player, 2-player versus and watch modes. Whoop-de-fucking-do. We gave it 3s. It probably deserved less. This is just bad. And I'm gonna give it another 3 beers just for that computer AI. Holy shit.
Well, the originality. There's almost nothing here. I won't say nothing. Like we mentioned before, that dunking mechanic, we'd never seen before. And quite frankly, we were goddamn happy we've never seen that before or since. Well, I don't know about since, because soon we'll probably start dipping into the 16-bit, but that's for a later day. We hadn't seen this on the NES, and that's really the only points this game got. We both gave it 3s. Wow, this game just sucks all around. So I'm gonna add 2 more beers, just for the goddamn lack of anything.
Replayability. You get the 4 different game modes, you get the 7 different teams that maybe control different if you can control the game. Brian gave it a 6, I gave it a 5. Just, I mean, I'm not going to tell you to play it the first time, much less play it again. But rules are rules. And I'm going to add, you know what? I don't know this game any favors. I'm going to add 4 beers for the 4 game modes because they're all awful.
Well, overall, this should not be a shocker to you guys. This is the worst basketball game on the NES. Now, one day soon in the future, we make a top 10 worst NES sports games. I wouldn't be shocked if you don't see that on here. The control, the gameplay, it really is almost completely unplayable. The only real chance you have is going against a buddy, where you both will equally suck, and you can just scream and scream at the screen. You're gonna need a lot of beer, and luckily, we've given it to you. So, as you can see, we both gave it a 4. This game just sucks. The best thing it has going for it is its graphics, and that's not saying much. When you put all the scores together, comes out to a 4.2. I'm actually disappointed it wasn't lower than that, but still, avoid this game. Not even for a laugh do you want to play this. And as far as the beer pairing goes, what do you pair with such a shitty game? Me and Jim discussed it, and we're gonna go with Steel Reserve. That's right. Get yourself a classy 40 ounce of this shit beer to go with this shit game. There's a lot of alcohol there, so you might need more than one. And yeah, it's dirt cheap, the way this game should be. Either way, pick that up, pair these 2 shitballs together, and you'll have an interesting evening. As always, guys, thanks for checking out this video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you give us a thumbs up, leave some comments, or better yet, why not subscribe? Till next time, guys, cheers.